All right, man. I want to give my thoughts on Jaron Ennis, who has been getting fried alive for declining a fight at 154 pounds versus Virgil Ortiz. I want to talk about this because, in my humble opinion, Jaron Ennis and Virgil Ortiz are both overrated and overhyped. They've done some great job promoting this guy, Boots. Let me start with him. He's on the right side of the street. He's with Matchroom. Eddie Hearn has been trying to line him up for these good fights. Of course, he just had his rematch versus Karen. I can't pronounce his last name, but a lot of us who watch the sport, we know it was a rematch, and Karen brought it. Karen was hitting Jerron Boots Ennis a lot more than we are used to seeing. Boots get hit. Boots, squeaked out a victory. It was a lot closer in my eyes than what a lot of people say it was. But um, not to even dwell on that particular fight. But there were some things, of course, Boots said after the fight, and this is something that I've seen a lot of other fighters do after a bad performance, or a shaky performance where they barely win or they don't get the knockout. They start looking human, and then they start saying, you know what? I think it was the weight class. And these dudes be talking about going up in weight when they have a bad performance or when they lose, but never when they're winning. Very rarely do you see that where these fighters say, you know what? I don't think I can make weight no more, so I'm gonna just go up now, and that way I can feel better at the higher weight class. But Boots, he had people. He misled people with his statements in his post fight interview after beating Karen, where he entertained going up to 54. That's where a lot of the competition is, a lot of the bigger names. And this is my issue with this guy, Boots. Him and his dad. Um, they both, I believe, got their names off what you call it, off mentioning top the top welterweights, Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. They kept their name in their mouth, saying that we want all the best guys at 47 and all that old stuff, right? A lot of us know that he had an opportunity to fight Bud. He didn't take the opportunity. The opportunity passed, and Bud is going on to 54 after conquering 147. And but this is a guy who still states that, oh yeah, I still want I want these guys, I want these fights. But then when the opportunity is presented for you to go up to 54 and line yourself up with facing these guys like a Bud Crawford, Errol Spence, you're declining it, or you're trying to bring Virgil Ortiz. The rumor is he tried to bring Virgil Ortiz back down to 47, and Virgil Ortiz damn near died. Trying to make weight at 147 pounds. So that's out. That means that that kind of looks like a duck when you try to bring a guy back down to a weight class he's unhealthy at. And then what? And then you can't say, oh well, Virgil, you duck, man. You don't want to fight. No, he's at a weight class where he's healthy at, where he can, more comfortable at, and where I think he hasn't have no issue going up to 54. But the whole thing is like when you were with now you are with Eddie Hearn Matchroom, where they're plugged into the richest dude that this sport has ever seen, Turkey Al Sheik. And but the thing is, that comes with a price. You got to get in there and fight somebody real, you know. And Jerron Boots Ennis, his dad is. I don't think they ready. I don't think they are mentally ready to jump in there with the top dogs. I think they enjoy the treatment, the attention that they're getting as being world champ, and don't want to mess that up right now. Don't want to take the risk right now to see if you're better than those other guys at 54 that you've been calling out, like Bud and Spence and things like that, Um, and he's an IBF champion, so he could activate his mandatory and go right up to the champ, IBF champ, Murtazalia. But I don't think he want them kind of problems. But I just think Boots is he's overrated, man. That's just my opinion. He's overrated. I know he got a lot of big fan base. I know that Boots by default inherited a lot of Errol Spence fans because these Errol Spence fanatics are crazy, man. They can't just accept boxing. They can't accept that the L. You know, but so Boots got fake fans, a lot of fake fans. A lot of these people are not really Boots supporters. They're really Errol Spence supporters who are hurt. So shout out to you, Boots. You got a lot of Errol Spence fans because of what Bud did to Errol. But Boots, he's now got this duck label over him. I'm gonna be honest with you though. I don't consider it a duck, and I'm gonna tell you why, man. First and foremost, when it pertains to Virgil, Virgil is definitely overrated in super height, man. If that fight ever took place with Virgil and Boots, I think Boots will kick his ass. Easy work. But Virgil, credit to Virgil, it doesn't look like he's ducking no smoke. He did duck smoke at 47. He had an opportunity to fight Bud Crawford too. Both of these guys have got things in common. This is why I don't really put these guys on the top of my list of elite fighters, because when they got presented an opportunity to fight the elite fighter in Bud Crawford, top one of the top pound for pound fighters in boxing, number one, number two, based on how you see it, they declined. They were not ready. Virgil, when the heat really got when it got hot in the kitchen, he got out of there. He was making weight just fine until it came time for that mandatory for him to jump in the ring with the top dog Bud. Then all of a sudden you got health issues. Now all of a sudden you can't make weight, and that's just how it went. But Virgil got his ass kicked in his last fight versus this Bohachuk guy. And, he should be grateful that he got that gift. Virgil has a decent fan base. He I just think a lot of people really think he's a great fighter. I just don't. I don't think Virgil's a great fighter. I think he's overhyped, man. The opponents that they've selected for him at 47 were good selections to make him look good, to make him look like a threat to the top guys in his weight class. I had seen a poll a couple of days ago where it was, entertaining who will win. They would say who will win between Xander Zayas and Virgil Ortiz. I'm like, Xander. I'm like, Xander. I think Xander will fuck Virgil up. But a lot of people, the poll swayed in Virgil's favor. I was like, what do y'all see in this guy, Virgil Ortiz, that make y'all believe he's one of the top elite contenders at 54? I don't think so. I just don't think so, man. He got dropped 2 or 3 times in his last fight versus Bohachuk. And Bohachuk ain't even all that to me. He ain't all that. And Virgil went life and death with him. I'm like, oh no, this dude is food. He's food for the top guys at 54. But when it takes to this situation with Boots, I can't criticize him, I can have my opinion and say that, I think he's overrated and overhyped, and he's not one of the best guys at 54 pounds, but at least he's willing to get in there. At least he's willing to get in there. But Virgil, like I said, he's overrated to me. He got a gift. And I checked BoxRec, and he is scheduled to face Israel Madrimov in February of next year, 2025. And I'm like, oh, you have got to be kidding me. I would love to see a poll done for that shit. The performance he had against Bolchuk, to throw him in there with Israel Madrimov is a horrible mistake, if I'm his promoter. But shout out to Turkey, Al-Sheikh. This guy is he's got the bag, man. And some fighters, that was all they was waiting on. If the price is right, I'll get in there and fight anybody. So I do respect Virgil for that. It seems like, hey, if the price is right, he'll get in there and fight anybody. I can't say the same for Boots. It's kind of looking real bitchy. You kind of look like a little bitch, Boots, with this shit, man. That's the thing about Boots too, man. The guy ain't really made that much money in the sport. You need to be trying to get all the money you can get at this point. Now, a lot of people say, hey, he's only 27, 28 years old. But this is the guy who been saying he want all the big fights, man. These big opportunities. And 47 is looking like trash right now, man. I'm sorry. 47 used to was one of the most exciting divisions in boxing. Not anymore. I'm not interested in 147 and Brian Normans and Mario Barrios. I like Barrios, but man, Mario Barrios's and Abel Ramos and Boots and what's my other guy with the WBA, man? I mean, it's just like these guys, it's not exciting no more, man. So you're gonna stay there and wait around for somebody from 140 to come up? You're gonna wait for maybe see if Keith Thurman heal up and fight him or something. I don't know what the hell they doing with Boots' career, man. It's just not looking good. I don't like the way, and I don't blame Eddie Hearn, Matchroom. I don't blame Showtime. Like, cause if this happened with Showtime and the Weasel Espinosa and them, and now it's happening with Matchroom Eddie Hearn, I know Eddie Hearn, Matchroom's track record. They throw their fighters in there. They don't fucking try to protect their fighters. This ain't the protection committee with Matchroom, but this is a Boot situation. Him and his dad or whatever, and I think they're trying to preserve this reign at the top. You're trying to rack some more wins up, probably at 47, but yet and still in these interviews you keep mentioning these guys like Bud Crawford and saying that you want the biggest fights. Well, the biggest fights is on Turkey Al-Sheikh's cards, man. I don't give a fuck what y'all thinking out here or about these man fans that keep defending. Like, y'all seen what happened with Tim Tszyu. He turned down the Turkey Al-Sheikh bread, then got his ass fucked up in his first fight, re-signing with PBC. That's what you get, And Boots had an opportunity, man, to go after this bag, get this money, and to really show everybody how good he is. Even though, I wouldn't give him too much credit over Virgil, because Virgil ain't all that to me. Like I said, he overrated, both of them. But at least both of y'all are a name in the sport to where if y'all face each other, y'all stock rises. Whether you win or, win, lose, or draw, both of y'all stock will rise just for getting in the ring and mixing it up. Because y'all ain't fought nobody, man. You really haven't. Virgil's best win is what? Boots' best win is what? Karen? Castillo Clayton? Sergey Lipinets? Knock it off, man. Like, this shit it's trash. Resume is trash. Virgil Ortiz, who's his best win, man? Delorme, I don't know, man, trash. So my opinion is, um, I think people's media and stuff, they spend too much time and put too much on these fighters, man, when they ain't done shit. They ain't done shit. But shout out to Virgil though. I give credit to Virgil, not ducking smoke. But I'll tell you one thing, you're gonna get smoked. Israel Madrimov is gonna smoke Virgil Ortiz Jr. Mark my words. December the 4th, 2024, 8 o'clock a.m. Central Time. I got Madrimov beating the goddamn brake pads off Virgil Ortiz. And then all of these fanboys, y'all can go off into the next one. Because that's what y'all do. Once y'all guy get fucked up, then y'all go on to the next. You know, take that weak ass moist energy to the next fighter, man. Like y'all normally do. Madrimov is levels above Virgil Ortiz, man. You know, he might get stopped. Madrimov might stop Virgil. If Boachuk was knocking him around silly, around the ring, I think Madrimov will have an easier time. You know, hey, shout out to Virgil though for jumping in the ring. But that L is on the way. That's if you don't pull out of the fight. Hopefully he don't have any health issues for this fight, because this is a real step up fight. Former WBA world champion who only lost to Bud Crawford and Israel Madrimov. That is a hell of a test. So I can say this: Virgil has been tested more than Boots. I'm not on the Boots train, man. The Boots hype train. That shit's weak, man. This man need to be taking, all the big fights that's available right now. It's a new day, man. It is a new day. And a lot of these fighters don't like it. A lot of these fighters don't like that it's a new day. That now it's no excuses because the bag is there. Turkey Al-Sheikh is lowering pay-per-view prices so that the fans can benefit from this sport. And they are paying y'all top dollar, millions of dollars to entertain us. So with that much being said, man, flaming shame to Boots Ennis, man. Flaming shame, man. Going forward, shut up. Stop talking about top dogs, the top guys at 154. Since you want to, go ahead and rematch Karen again or something. Because I'm still not impressed, man. I wasn't really convinced you beat Karen in that rematch, man. Karen was beating your ass. He was whooping you, bro. Karen was landing all kind of shit on Boots, man. He may have squeaked that victory out, but I got to watch that again. I was like, I don't know if he won this fight, bro. And if I got to say that, and you're supposed to be considered a guy who could beat Bud and go up to 54 and take over, you're going to do much better than that. So I don't know what the hell Eddie's going to do going forward with this guy, Jaron Ennis, but they keep declining fights. He needs to decline going forward with this dude. Release him, man. This is a bad look. Eddie Hearn don't be having fighters that duck. But here we go. The duck sauce with Boots Ennis, man. So if he ducks again, I think he definitely should get released. And go back to Espinosa with that weak shit, man. That's all I got, though. That's my thoughts on Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz. Maybe they'll meet up in the future. Maybe not. But best of luck to Virgil. He's going to need it in February. And I'm not gonna say best of luck to Boots. Boots, get your shit together, man. Fight somebody and stop talking and capping about what 54 or whatever, and just be real, man. Mean what you say what you mean. But that's all I got for this one, man. I'm the Black Horseman. Catch y'all on the next one.